Hello students, in this lecture we are going to discuss about power spectral densities. The Fourier transform provides a mathematical tool for measuring the frequency content or spectrum of a signal. For a signal x of t, its Fourier transform is given by x of j omega, which is equal to integral from minus infinity to infinity x of t e to the power minus j omega t dt. The inverse Fourier transform is given by x of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity x of j omega e to the power j omega t d omega. In this lecture, we developed frequency domain tools for studying random processes. So far, the White and stationary random processes were described using the correlation functions. That is, we defined the temporal or time domain characteristics of random processes. In the similar way, we are going to define the spectral characteristics or frequency domain characteristics of random process. The power spectral density will be used for describing the spectral characteristics. Next, we are going to derive the equation for calculating the power spectral density. For that, a sample function x of t is considered from a random process x of t. Next, we are going to consider a window of width t and a portion of x of t, that is xt of t, is taken into consideration. Let us now derive an equation for calculating the power spectral density. A sample function x of t from a random process x of t is considered. A window of length t allows to view x of t during the duration minus t by 2 to positive t by 2. The windowed portion is represented as xt of t. We can mathematically represent xt of t is equal to x of t itself for a duration minus t by 2 to positive t by 2, and xt of t is equal to 0 otherwise. We can now write the Fourier transform pair for xt of t. According to the equation of Fourier transform, xt of j omega is equal to integration from minus infinity to infinity xt of t e to the power minus j omega t dt. Let it be equation number 1. The next equation is the inverse Fourier transform, that is xt of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity xt of j omega e to the power j omega t d omega. Now, the power of a signal is its square. We are going to calculate the power of a signal. The average power can be calculated by using the formula Pt is equal to 1 by t integral from minus t by 2 to t by 2 x square of t dt. Now we are going to calculate the power of the windowed sample function xt of t. That is, pt will be equal to 1 by t into integral minus infinity to infinity x of t square dt. In the next line, we are going to split this x of t square into two terms. So, pt will be equal to 1 by t into integral minus infinity to infinity xt of t into xt of t dt. In the next line, we will be substituting equation number 2 here. So, the equation number 2 gives the value of xt of t. So, this will be substituted over here. So, pt will be equal to 1 by 2 into integral from minus infinity to infinity xt of t into 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity xt of j omega e to the power j omega t d omega dt. Now, let us change the order of integration and rewrite the equation to be pt is equal to 1 by 2 pi t integral minus infinity to infinity xt of j omega integral minus infinity to infinity xt of t e to the power j omega t dt d omega. Now, when you observe this equation, this is just like the equation of finding out the Fourier transform. See, observe equation number 1. In equation number 1, we have written xt of j omega equal to integral from minus infinity to infinity xt of t e to the power j omega t dt. But here we are having integral from minus infinity to infinity xt of t e to the power positive j omega t dt. Therefore, we are rewriting the equation to be xt of minus j omega d omega. That is, pt is equal to 1 by 2 pi t integral from minus infinity to infinity xt of j omega multiplied by xt of minus j omega d omega. If xt of t is a real function of time, then we can write xt of minus j omega is equal to complex conjugate of xt of j omega. Then we can rewrite the equation as pt is equal to 1 by 2 pi t integral minus infinity to infinity mod of xt of j omega whole square d omega. Take this t to LHS so that the equation becomes t into pt is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity mod of xt of j omega whole square d omega, which is equal to integral from minus t by 2 to t by 2 x of t square dt. So this is from equation number 2. This equation number 7 applies to a sample function taken from an ensemble of a random process. This is what we have considered at the start. Now we extend it to the entire ensemble. For that, let us consider xt of j omega to be the Fourier transform of xt of t, which is the entire ensemble. Then we can rewrite the equation to be instead of this equation, we are rewriting the equation to be integral from minus t by 2 to t by 2 x square of t dt is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity mod of xt of j omega whole square d omega. Take the expected value on both sides and interchange the expectation with the integration so that you get the equation in this format. So integration from minus t by 2 to t by 2 expected value of x of t square dt is equal to 1 by 2 pi into integral minus infinity to infinity expected value of mod of xt of j omega whole square d omega. Now integrate from minus t by 2 to t by 2 dt so that it will become t. So t into expected value of x of t square, and we know that this value is nothing but rx of 0. Rx of 0. Therefore, we can rewrite the equation as t into rx of 0 is equal to 1 by 2 pi into integral from minus infinity to infinity x mod of xt of j omega whole square d omega. Take the limit t tends to infinity and the expression for average power in a random process will be given by rx of 0 equal to 1 by 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity limit t tends to infinity 1 by t expected value of mod of xt of j omega whole square d omega, or rx of 0 is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity sx of omega d omega. Sx of omega is known as the power spectral density for the random process x of t, where sx of omega equal to limit t tends to infinity 1 by t expected value of xt of j omega whole square. Consider an example. A PSD is shown in figure for the random process x of t. Note that the spectrum is non-negative, real and an even function of omega. What is the total power in x of t? In the question, Sx of omega is given. We have to calculate Rx of 0 or total power in x of t. We know the relation between autocorrelation function and power spectral density. If Sx of omega is given, then we can take the inverse Fourier transform to calculate Rx of 0 or the total power in x of t. So Rx of 0 is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral from minus infinity to infinity Sx of omega d omega. Now you can rewrite the equation as 1 by 2 pi integral from minus 1000 to 1000 Sx of omega d omega. We are writing it from minus 1000 to 1000 just because the spectrum is symmetric. Now this integration is nothing but the finding out the area, and the spectrum is almost a triangle. So we can write the area of triangle to be half into b into h. So we can rewrite the equation as 1 by 2 pi into half, that is 1 by 2 into breadth is from minus 1000 to positive 1000, which will be equal to 2000, multiplied by the height, which will be equal to 7 into 10 to the power minus 6, and you are getting the value to be 1.114 into 10 to the power minus 3. Properties of power spectral density. First property, PSD is a non-negative function, that is Sx of omega is greater than or equal to 0 for all omega. Second property, PSD is a real function of omega, that is complex conjugate of Sx of omega is equal to Sx of omega itself. And the third property, PSD is an even function, that is Sx of omega is equal to Sx of minus omega. According to Wiener-Khinchin relation, the Fourier transform of the autocorrelation function Rx of tau is called the power spectral density Sx of omega of the random process x of t. Say for example, for the random process x of t, you have the autocorrelation function Rx of tau. By using this autocorrelation function, you can find out power spectral density by taking its Fourier transform, that is Sx of omega is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity Rx of tau e to the power minus j omega tau d tau. In the same way, from Sx of omega we can find out Rx of tau by taking inverse Fourier transform, that is Rx of tau is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity Sx of omega e to the power j omega tau d omega. These equations show the basic relation in spectral analysis of random processes, and together they constitute what are usually called the Wiener-Khinchin relation. According to Wiener-Khinchin relation, PSD and autocorrelation function for a wide-sense stationary random process are a Fourier transform pair. Some of the Fourier transform pairs are summarized in the table. For example, cos omega tau, its corresponding Fourier transform pair is pi into delta of omega minus omega c plus delta of omega plus omega c. For delta of tau, it is equal to 1, and so on. So these will be used later for solving the numerical examples. Consider an example for calculating PSD. A voltage dependent random process is given, that is V of t is equal to Vp cos omega ct plus theta, where the peak voltage Vp and omega c are constants. Theta is a random variable uniformly distributed between plus or minus pi. Find PSD of V of t. We know that V of t is equal to Vp cos omega ct plus theta. Now in the previous lecture we have already calculated the power autocorrelation function for this type of signal, that is equal to Vp square divided by 2 into cos omega c tau. Now we are substituting Vp by root 2 is equal to Vrms. Therefore, the equation for autocorrelation can be rewritten as Vrms square cos omega c tau. For calculating the power spectral density, we have to take the Fourier transform of autocorrelation function, that is Rv of tau. The Fourier transform for cos omega c tau is equal to pi into delta of omega minus omega c plus delta of omega plus omega c. Now the Fourier transform of Rv of tau will then become Sv of omega, which is equal to pi into Vrms square into delta of omega minus omega c plus delta of omega plus omega c. Now the spectrum is shown over here. This is the omega axis, frequency axis, and here we have PSD. This is the unit impulse function representing delta of omega minus omega c, and this is delta of omega plus omega c. Consider the case of independent random processes that are added together. That is, W of t is equal to x of t plus y of t. We have already proved that if one or the other of the random processes x of t or y of t has a mean of 0, then the autocorrelation functions add. That is, Rw of tau is equal to Rx of tau plus Ry of tau. The Fourier transform of a sum is the sum of the transforms. Therefore, the PSD for the sum, that is PSD for W of t, will be equal to the sum of the PSDs of x of t and y of t. That is, SW of omega will be equal to Sx of omega, which is the PXD of x of t, plus Sy of omega, which is the PSD for y of t. Let us now consider an example for the addition of random processes. Consider a noise random process n of t which is added with the signal random process s of t. That is, W of t is equal to s of t plus n of t. Now we have to calculate the PSD of W of t. For that, we have to first calculate the PSD of s of t and then calculate the PSD of n of t and add these both. We know that s of t is equal to a sin omega ct plus theta. In the previous lecture, we have already found out the autocorrelation function for this sinusoidal waveform. That is, Rs of tau is equal to a square by 2 cos of omega c tau. When you have this autocorrelation function, you can just calculate the power spectral density by taking its Fourier transform. Now from the table you can find out that for cos omega c tau, its corresponding Fourier transform is pi into delta of omega minus omega c plus delta of omega plus omega c. That is, as a whole, the PSD of s of t will be equal to ss of omega, that is nothing but pi by 2 a square into delta of omega minus omega c plus delta of omega plus omega c. Now let us assume that the power spectral density of the noise be equal to sigma n square. As a whole, then the power spectral density of SW of omega will be equal to sigma n square plus pi a square by 2 delta of omega minus omega c plus delta of omega plus omega c. Consider the case where two independent random processes multiply, that is, W of t is equal to x of t into y of t. In that case, the autocorrelation functions also multiply, that is, Rw of tau is equal to Rx of tau into Ry of tau. When it comes to the PSD of W of t, then SW of omega will be equal to 1 by 2 pi into convolution of Xx of omega and Sy of omega. According to the Wiener-Khinchin relation, the power spectral density of a random process can be calculated by using autocorrelation function. In the same way, you can calculate the cross-spectral densities by considering the cross-correlation function. That is, the cross-spectral density between two random processes x of t and y of t is the Fourier transform of the cross-correlation function. That is, Sxy of j omega is equal to integral from minus infinity to infinity Rxy of tau e to the power minus j omega tau d tau. In the same way you can calculate it for Syx of j omega also. When you have Sxy of j omega or Syx of j omega, you can calculate their respective cross correlation function by taking the inverse Fourier transform.